Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Derry's Travel Chat first anniversary show. Uh, Hard to believe it's been a full year since I began this journey into technology and to talk about what we all love to do, and that's travel. So today, I don't have a guest on. I wanted to take the day just to recap, talk about the guests that I have had on for the 40 episodes. Not going to be taking too long for each one, but I just wanted to highlight each one. I didn't want to select one over the other. I think every episode was important, had an important message, and gave something for people to inspire to while we're going through this pandemic. And hopefully, people now are getting their vaccines, and we're getting up to that 75% mark. I know yesterday here in Newfoundland, the premier announced that as of July 1st, based on certain regulations and vaccines, we will be opening our borders to visitors, and Newfoundlanders will also be able to travel out of province and within Canada. And then hopefully later through the summer, we'll see the international borders open once the rest of the world gets up to that 75% and even higher when it comes to having your second vaccine. So today is a day to just mark as being the first anniversary of my chat show. I had no idea that it would go on for a full year, and be quite honest, my expectation was I'll probably do 4 or 5 shows, see how it happens, and if it works, it works, and if not, we just move on and we do some other things. So so far so good. So I'm just going to talk a little bit today, and I encourage anyone to please chat back with me through the chat on whatever platform you're listening. I'm still learning the technology, so hopefully I'll see your question either through one of the platforms or here on my screen. But we'll see where it goes, and we'll try to answer any questions or so on. But I just want to thank everybody for viewing over the past year. There's been thousands of people view, believe it or not. And hopefully people were able to get some benefit from whatever, what people had to share with you. So just going to move over to here, and again, welcome to the show. This is actually episode 41 and the anniversary show today, June the 3rd. And my first show was actually June 2nd of 2021 or 2020. So I guess this has sort of been the little trademark I had done up, and to try to keep some consistency in what the show is showing and starting and so on. So hopefully it's starting to become something recognized by people, and I do appreciate that, and I appreciate all the support through the TPI head office and the other all the other aspects and the suppliers who have come on with me. Well, it all started, and you'll see how I've changed technology. I mean, first when I started, I was using Zoom and going just directly to Facebook, and now I have this new platform that puts me on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and Twitch. So, but back then, I didn't have pictures of people, but my first guests were the CEO of Travel Professional International, Zena, and my good friend Wolf Panic, the president of Trafalgar, Canada. And it was an interesting show. We just chatted back and forth, and it was all about, at that time, it was really all about um, where was this pandemic heading? How soon will we get out of it? And even back then, last June, I mean, there was a lot of optimism that we would, by the fall, we were going to be able to travel again. As we know, that didn't happen. We had the second wave and, the third wave, but hopefully now with vaccines again, getting up into the 75% mark and higher, not only here in Canada, but around the world, that we will be able to travel sooner than later. And we had a great show with Zena and Wolf, talked about many things. And I really appreciate both of them being my first guest. Then we moved on to our group that TPI is part of. It's called Virtuoso. And for anyone who doesn't know who Virtuoso, it's I guess, a buying group type of thing that our agency has partnered with, and helps us provide different benefits to our clients. So if you're looking for a very specific hotel, and there may be extra benefits. If you're going on a cruise, and the cruise is partnered with Virtuoso, well, you may be getting extra bottle of wine in your cabin, or you may have free Wi-Fi, or the packages in which cruise could be included. All kinds of different benefits because we're part of Virtuoso. And if you book through TPI and my agency, we can always, we will help you get those benefits that will help you enjoy your vacation, hopefully even more. And some of the other things that happen with Virtuoso, especially if you're on a cruise, some of those cruises are what they call Virtuoso sponsored. So there will be someone on board who will know about your file, know who you are. You're invited to a special reception, and help you along the way with anything that you need. So, if that cruise is as a Virtuoso cruise, something that will definitely be a benefit to you if you book through my agency and TPI. In 2019, I had the pleasure of traveling to South Africa, and I met the first gentleman there, Craig Drysdale, who operates inspirational tours in Africa. And so Craig came on with me on the third show, and with Sally Gray, who is with Red Carnation Hotels, and David Frost, who is the executive director for Tourism South Africa, for inbound tourism. And we had a wonderful discussion about South Africa and the beautiful country it is, and the beautiful people that they have. So again, I invite you to go to my YouTube page. All of the videos are on the YouTube page, and please subscribe to the YouTube page. And hopefully we'll have a lot more videos in the years to come. Then we went to our first cruise company, Royal Caribbean. And if you've been on Royal Caribbean, you know that they have just an absolute fabulous product. Eric and Patricia are on. talking about in the early stage last August, what they were doing to help bring cruising back, because as we all know, cruising did probably take one of the hardest hits when it comes to the pandemic. They were unfortunately, I guess, hit with the virus and being, I guess, a confined space. It just made it a little bit more difficult on the passengers to be able to get back home when they needed to. However, you'll see through all of the videos, the cruise companies have been spending a lot of time, a lot of effort to make sure that when they sail again, you will feel comfortable, safe, and enjoy being on the cruise. No doubt about it. And this is just a little video from Patricia.
Hello there, this is Patricia Di Benedetto from Royal Caribbean. I want to congratulate Derek's Travel Chat on your first anniversary. It has been a year that none of us will ever forget, and we are so thankful to have your bright smile, genuine heart, and happy thoughts shared with those of us that love and miss traveling. Wishing you an incredible year ahead. Cheers.
Well, thank you very much, Patricia, for that. Where's my little... Our next following guest was from Cunard Cruise Line. Cunard is I think, possibly the oldest cruise line company in the world, and features such ships as the Queenie II, the Queen Mary, and many more. So Steve was on, and once again talked about how the cruise line did take a big hit, but showed exactly how they were moving forward when the time was and you were ready to travel, that you would feel comfortable aboard one of their cruise ships. So you'll see a number of cruise lines through today's show. My next guests were from the lovely country of Ireland, the Emerald Isle. Jonathan and Sandra. Jonathan works for Royal Irish Tours, and Sandra was the representative from Tourism Ireland. They gave a wonderful presentation, and just to hear their accents and understand the connection between Ireland and North America, many different places, but specifically here in Newfoundland, and how we connect with the Irish people. And I know, having been to Ireland now a couple of times, it's just absolutely beautiful. And I encourage anyone to really think about that as being one of their destinations to go to when you feel comfortable in traveling again. And here we have Jonathan.
Hi, Derek. Jonathan Sargent here from Royal Irish Tours. Congratulations on reaching this milestone. Thank you for all you're doing to keep us informed. While I'm thoroughly enjoying your travel chats, hopefully you don't have to continue them for too much longer, as we'll all be too busy traveling the world as it reopens. So thanks again from all of us at Royal Irish for all you're doing for us and this industry. Cheers to you.
Well, thank you, Jonathan. Travel is more than just about the companies who put it all together. It's about the people who work for them. And my next guest was Robert Early. And Robert is a tour director with Trafalgar in Europe. And I met Robert back in 2016 as part of the Beaumont Hamel trip, and you couldn't ask for a better person to take you around Europe. He does not only the battlefield trips, but he's familiar with all other parts of France, Belgium, the Netherlands, Greece. You name it, Robert has been assigned and is very, very competent in being able to take you around and make sure that your vacation, you come home with memories and stories of all the different things that Robert and the connection that he has as a tour director to make your experience a memorable one. And just a little message from Robert from the UK.
Good afternoon from us, sunny London. I'm standing here appropriately beside the Canada Monument in the heart of London in Green Park, Buckingham Palace behind me, just to wish Derek all the best from London, and hope to see you all here one day very soon as the world seems to be opening up. The UK is doing very well with the vaccination program, and I can see movement in travel already. So it was a pleasure to work with you, Derek, on our Vimy 100, especially with the groups that I took from Newfoundland. In fact, Newfoundland Gate is just behind me. So warm wishes from London. Hope to see you all again very soon.
Thank you very much, Robert. And just staying with in the early days, I guess, Trafalgar, it was a company I did a lot of work with and have a lot of friends with. And so I had an opportunity to have Ken Nickerson, who was the senior sales manager for Atlantic Canada, on with me as well. And anyone who has been part of any of the groups that I've taken would have got to know Ken and met him at a number of different functions here in St. John's when he comes over from Nova Scotia to talk about travel.
Good day. My name is Ken Nickerson, and I am the Senior Business Development Manager for Trafalgar, Cost Saver, and Brendan Vacations. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Derek and EMB Travel on the first-year anniversary of Derek's Travel Chats. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your show and to represent my brands. Here's to another successful year of your shows.
Well, thanks again, Ken. And we're back to cruise lines and Norwegian cruise lines. And we had two wonderful guests, Cindy and Lee, again, talking about some of the things that did take place with the cruise lines and the virus. But yet again, we want to really emphasize how much the cruise industry is doing to make sure that when you're ready to cruise again, they're ready to accept you and make sure that you have not only a safe, but a fun and most enjoyable cruise.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Derek. I am Cindy Gerald, and I am account manager for Norwegian Cruise Line. Derek, I cannot be more excited for you today because this is your special day. Very, very happy first anniversary on behalf of everybody at Norwegian Cruise Line. You're an incredible travel partner, and we cannot wait to welcome you and your guests on board our ship very, very soon. Bye-bye, everyone.
Well, thanks, Cindy, and I apologize. My logo sits right on part of the screen that I wasn't able to move it. As with, I introduced Robert a little while ago as a tour director. This gentleman, James Thompson, just an absolutely phenomenal gentleman. And he's probably takes to the lead when it comes to the battlefield tours for Trafalgar as far as knowledge. He he just has so much knowledge about battlefields, whether it's from from the British, from the Americans, the Canadians, the Newfoundlanders. It doesn't matter. He is studied, and so if you have James on your tour of battlefields, I can guarantee you will come away knowing a lot more than what probably you did when you went over. He also does tours of other parts of the UK and Ireland and so on. And knowing this gentleman and his personality, you will have a fun time on your guided vacation, because he does not leave one stone unturned. He makes sure that anything and everything is done for you all the time. Again, it wasn't all about travel, but I mean, there's a travel connection, and anyone here in Newfoundland may know this gentleman, retired Major Michael Pretty, and he is the chair of the Trail of the Caribou Research Group. And if there's anything that you want to know about the Newfoundland Regiment, or where someone has been, a member of the regiment who died in battle, where their headstone is located in Europe, he has been to every single headstone that he is aware of. He has made it his mission, along with all the group that work with him, to be the information sharing and assisting families with their own search for answers when it comes to members of the Newfoundland Regiment, the Royal Newfoundland Regiment, sorry. As you know, just recently, a new caribou monument has been placed at Gallipoli, Turkey. And myself and Michael have been working towards the day that we can start bringing Newfoundlanders over to see that monument. I mean, there has been many Newfoundlanders go to Gallipoli and see the plaque that was there, but when you go and to be able to see another caribou statue, is going to be phenomenal, and it will truly make the Trail of the Caribou trip complete. And we just, for information, we are working to put together a tour for June of 2020 or 2022, sorry, for the next anniversary of on July 1st, where there will be an option to go to the 5 caribou in Europe, the Tommy Ricketts monument in Belgium, Meningate Vimy, and then a 3-day side trip to fly to Turkey and take in the new monument in Gallipoli. So if you're interested in that, feel free to contact me at any time, and we can get you set up for that. And I'll just see if I can put my contact information up on there. There you go. There is the way to contact me. A lot of people talk about cruising, and you think about big ship ocean cruising. Well, I can tell you there is no better relaxation than river cruising. And my good friend Sandra Gardner is my contact with AMA Waterways. They have just a phenomenal package. I had the pleasure of being on an AMA river cruise in 2016 as well, and with other, I think it was 6 other Newfoundlanders, and it was relaxing but a lot of fun at the same time. And if you want to be able to do things with small groups of people, and you want to be able to cruise but not have 5,000 people, well, if you go on a river cruise, you're talking less than 200 people on board that ship, and you get the same luxury as you would anywhere else. So please give it a try. And here's my friend Sandra.
Hi, Sandra here from Alma Waterways River Cruise Lines. And today I get to congratulate a good friend of mine, Derek Windsor, for his 1-year anniversary with Derek's Travel Chat. Derek, we've worked together for a long time, and I want to say thank you for all your support. And it was such a privilege to be on one of your episodes. So I wish you the best of luck in the future and a lot more travel talks. Take care.
Thank you, Sandra. All-inclusive travel, Air Canada Vacations, just an absolutely wonderful organization to work with. And my friend Judy Munden, out of Atlantic Canada, is just absolutely fabulous to deal with. So if you want a tailor-made type of package, Air Canada Vacations, we can work with you on that. Whether it's the Caribbean or something in Europe or something in Asia, something in Australia, Air Canada Vacations will work with me to help you design that vacation, and we'll figure out what works for you and how. So they have all kinds of packages for all kinds of places, and we'll just work together to help you make it fit. G Adventures. I mean, the name says for itself it's about adventure, but it's not necessarily, it's not all about climbing mountains and running through the rainforest and whatever. But they have a fabulous program. But it's all the best thing to describe G Adventures is working with small groups to give you that that bucket list, whether it's the Galapagos or Machu Picchu in Peru or something in the Amazon, or they're great company to work with, and they have fabulous people to guide your vacation in small groups, or as individuals, just as a couple. They can work with you to, again, make your vacation something truly phenomenal when you're ready to travel again. Oceanic cruises, again, you're looking at sort of a mid-sized type of ship. So it's not the great big ships, but you're looking at ships that have anywhere from 400 to say 800 on board. Very personalized service and a good, nice ratio of staff to clients and guests. So if that's the kind of, and the thing with the smaller ships, their itineraries might go into ports that you wouldn't necessarily go into with some of the bigger cruise lines. Staying with Not Always Travel, I did have an opportunity to have a special edition show for retired General Rick Hillier, who I know for Newfoundlanders is a very familiar name. And Rick was on board our trip to the 100th anniversary of Beaumont Hamel back in 2016. Him and his lovely wife and sisters. But one of the things that Rick did talk about a little bit was the need for the Victoria Cross has not been awarded to any soldier. And I know there's some very high protocols for awarding such a Medal of Honor. But Rick has made it his campaign because having been there and have been on as the top soldier for Canada, he knows, and he's pretty aware of a lot of men and women who have gone that extra mile and done those extra things to be able to, that should be possibly awarded the Victoria Cross. So we hope that Rick is successful with his campaign and that some member of our military, past or present, is awarded such an honor. Well, travel insurance. I guess we've all learned. Many people already understood the importance of travel insurance. But this past year, there's no doubt about it, or this past 15 months, when we've seen what took place, how important travel insurance is. So when you're making your plans, please plan to have your investment protected with a high quality travel insurance program. And Allianz Insurance is, I guess, probably the largest travel insurance provider in the world. And we have the privilege of working with them. And I had the privilege of working with Susan, who is just a phenomenal rep and worked very, very hard for us during this past year and for our clients to make sure that all the information and everything was done the way it should have been. Who doesn't like Jamaica, man? Been there a couple of times, and just a phenomenal country. And I had the pleasure of having Louise on from the Jamaican Tourism Board. And I know a lot of Newfoundlanders have been to Jamaica, but I encourage you to come back, to look at going back and enjoying what they have to offer. And here's a little message from Louise.
Bonjour, Derek, and all of your viewers. I'm Louise Paquette with the Jamaica Tourist Board. What a landmark Derek is about to celebrate. His 1-year anniversary of Derek's Travel Chat. In the past year, we've learned to travel virtually, and he created the ideal way to do so. It represents a total of 45 episodes, one of which I had the pleasure to participate in. So wishing you, Derek, and all of your viewers another 45 episodes minus the pandemic. We can't wait to welcome you to Jamaica once again. It is safe to travel. Congratulations and stay safe, everyone. Can I come back and do another episode? And this time I'm hoping to have both feet in the Caribbean Sea. See you in Jamaica. Bye.
Well, thank you, Louise, and you definitely can come back. And I'd like to be able to have my feet in the Jamaican Sea along with you to do the show. Another wonderful cruise company, Celebrity, again, have just phenomenal ships, a phenomenal program to offer you to ensure, again, that if you want, when you go back to cruising, when you're ready to go back to cruising, or if you're going to cruise for the first time, that you will understand and see how safe they have worked so hard to make their program and all of their itineraries. And I thank Maxine for being on the show and outlining just a wonderful product, wonderful itineraries that Celebrity does offer. And here's just a short message from Maxine.
Hello, my name is Maxine from Celebrity Cruises, wishing Derek's Travel Talks a big congratulations on your first anniversary. While we wish we didn't have to have an anniversary such as this, we thank you for providing such a phenomenal platform and inviting Celebrity Cruises to be along with you to share our positive steps forward in our healthy return to service. So thank you for all that you do. Congratulations. And we cannot wait to invite all of you back on board our Celebrity Cruises very soon.
Well, thank you, Maxine. And I can't wait to be on any cruise or a plane or anywhere at all to go. I'm just itching to go. It's been 14 months or more. Well, if anyone knows about all-inclusive resorts, I'm sure you've seen the many, many commercials about Sandals and Beaches and the phenomenal product that they have to offer. And CJ, their National Business Development Manager, was on with me. And if you want a great resort for adults only, Sandals is your choice. It's all about luxury. It's all about being pampered. It's all about you. And they make it all about you. If it's your family, if you have kids and you want the same thing, well, then we go to Beaches, where they have a phenomenal children's program, but at the same time, an opportunity for you as parents and adults or grandparents to also get away by yourself while the staff at Beaches look after your kids and make sure they're actively involved in programs throughout the day. So if you're interested in a Sandals or a Beaches, please be sure to contact me and we will help set it up. Now here's a lady that the rest of the world should really get to know. And that is Carolyn Hay. She's our National Director of Sales and Marketing for TPI. She is one of the people, her and Zena, and all of her staff behind her, that have kept TPI and agents like myself engaged. They have put off and kept us informed on any changes from suppliers, and at the start, doing 2 virtual information sessions per day because the changes were coming in so quickly, so fast, and it was just phenomenal on how Carolyn and her staff were able to keep it together and provide information to us to provide back to you on how things were changing. And there's no doubt about it that she has helped me tremendously and helped other agents across the TPI network keep it all together, keep you informed, and continue to support us as agents so that when you're ready to travel, the TPI family and the head office are ready to make sure that all your information is put together in a sound, concise way. And here's a short message from Caroline.
Well, Derek, it's hard to believe that it's been a year since I've had the pleasure of watching as well as participating in your weekly shows. And during this pause in travel, it would have been very easy for you to roll up the carpets and close up shop. But you persevered, and look at you today, a year later. At the beginning of the pandemic, you worked tirelessly to repatriate your clients, move forward all of those future bookings, and you still today continue to be a strong advocate for your clients, as well as making sure that your clients' trips are protected for when it is that they're ready to travel. Your dedication to not only your clients, your business, but the entire travel industry has shone through. You've put yourself out there, not just to educate us all, but to keep the dream of travel alive. And I know I can speak for many of us when I say we're ready to get back on a plane and explore new lands. But until that time comes, we all look forward to continuing watching your weekly updates. And Derek, we wish you continued good luck, good health, and huge congratulations on all that you've done this year to keep us all connected. Thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for being such an incredible advocate for our industry. And I can't wait until we all get to travel again.
Well, thank you, Carolyn. It's been a pleasure working with you as well, and through all these tough times. One of our suppliers, Globus family of brands, do so much for people in the guided vacation, river cruising, and so much more. So Carla was one of my guests, and again, they have just a phenomenal program, phenomenal service to you, the client, in whatever area you wish to be able to travel, and have someone there to guide your vacation and help you navigate through and get you to and from different places, get you on the skip the line for some of the bigger venues that people always line up for, and just a great product all over. So this is Carla.
Hi, Derek. It's Carla Brake from the Globus family of brands. On behalf of myself and the entire team, I want to say congratulations on the 1-year anniversary of Derek's Travel Chats. It's been 14 months since we've been able to travel, but one thing you have excelled in is keeping the dreams alive by inviting partners like myself to your show to talk about the amazing trips and destinations that are out there waiting for us. So again, thank you and congratulations, and we look forward to when we can travel again, and hopefully that's very soon. Take care and stay safe.
Well, thank you, Carla. Continuing on the same theme, Colette, Guided by Travel. My good friend Ron Longsdale, he's the vice president of Colette here in Canada. And again, Colette, same as the other companies, they put off a phenomenal program. And one of their key ones for last year was the Passion Play. Now, there is another name on it. I can never pronounce it, but Ron will say it now in a few minutes. But again, you know, we want to be able to work with you when you're ready to travel, and provide you with companies that we know are ready to accept you as a guest, and that there's no question about that. So, and Colette is again one of those companies. So here's Ron.
Hi, Derek. Just wanted to take a minute to personally congratulate you and to acknowledge the special 1-year anniversary for the wonderful, informative Derek travel chats that you've done for all your friends in travel. These shows have definitely provided hope for people's travel calendars for the year ahead. And it was really a lot of fun being on the show with you and talking about Ober Ammergau and the Passion Play that's going to take place next May through October in Germany. On behalf of our entire company of Colette, we want to thank you for your support and dedication. You've been a source of inspiration to all of us. We truly appreciate the amazing work you do. I'm very grateful for the trusted partnership and the continuous support. Way to go, Derek. Keep doing what you're doing. Cheers.
Well, thank you, Ron. Omer Ammergau. So if you're, the Passion Play of Christ, the story, if it's something of interest to you, give us a call and we will try to get you there. Well, travel comes in all kinds of different ways. And my next guest was Tom Page. And I just happened to catch him on a podcast, strangely enough, called The Worst Traveler. Nice young man from the UK who set off with nothing but the clothes on his back, his passport, and his telephone, and went into, I think it was India. That's all he had with him, and decided this was how he was going to travel. And his podcast is about all the things that he learned that he probably shouldn't have done, that he did do, or how he, I guess, maybe wasn't prepared for what he, but again, it was, it was a phenomenal podcast. If you get a chance, look him up. It's called The Worst Traveler. He's on all of the different podcast platforms, and I'm sure you'll be able to find it and have an interesting listen. Well, Austria, well, I guess the biggest thing known about Austria is the sound of music. And so if you want to be able to see the set and the house that was used for the sound of music, well, the Austrian tourism will help you do that. And we had Gabriel on, and just a beautiful country. And one of these days, I hope to get there and see all of that for myself as well. If you like to ski in the wintertime, well, I mean, the Alps and the Austrian ski is just a wonderful product as well. So either way, if Austria is on your bucket list, here's an opportunity to probably find out a little bit more by tuning into my YouTube channel. And again, the YouTube channel is Derek's Travel Chats. Another big place that everyone just wants to go to, and that's Down Under. And I had Renee on from Galway Travel, one of the specialists. Galway company is one of the specializing companies with Australia, New Zealand, and so on. And Renee is from Australia and lives here in Canada. And Renee had a wonderful show talking about Australia and what they had to offer for any bucket list type of vacation you would like to do. And here's a short message from Renee.
Hi everyone, it's Renee Stanton from Go Away Travel. Thank you, Derek, for inviting me this year to your Travel Talk series. What a great night it was talking about Australia. I hope I have inspired you all to book that next dream vacation, and hopefully it'll be one down under.
Yeah, I can't wait to go down under. It's one place I have always wanted to go. Back to non-travel topic. In 3 days' time, we will mark the 77th anniversary of Juno Beach and the D-Day invasion by the Canadian forces and the Allied forces. And I had the pleasure of 2 years ago in 2019 to have a group of people over there. So, sorry, my phone rang. I think it's a place that all Canadians need to visit to understand the sacrifices that were made 77 years ago. And if you are interested, we are working with a couple of companies to put together another tour for the 80th anniversary. And hopefully we'll still have some veterans with us at that time, but after 80 years, most of them will be in over 100 years of age. So unfortunately, I would say I doubt very much if there will be any veterans at that one. But I think it's really important that we never forget. So lest we forget. In the travel industry, there's publications, same as all industries, and PAX Magazine is one of the industry leaders when it comes to, again, letting us know what was taking place during the pandemic. They were on top of it every single day, publishing information for us to pass on to you. And Michael was the editor, managing editor, and he let us know how his company worked through the pandemic and worked with the agents and for clients and travelers. So, who loves playing golf? Well, golf was founded in Scotland and have the famous St. Andrew's course there. And Carrie Ann and Peter operate Fairways Golf Scotland. They have some wonderful packages. So if you're into golf and you want to try out golf in Scotland, we have some great packages available for you when you're ready to go. Just give me a call, because on some of the courses, there are some very strict requirements with regard to handicap scores and being able to play on certain courses. I know my handicap will never, ever be able to meet any of the criteria, because I would have just say I'm not a good golfer. Raw Travel TV. I don't know if it's on many of the American stations. And Robert came on my show. He's the host and executive producer. And I guess very much like my travel chat, except, Robert's shows, were taken while he traveled. And he talks about all the different locations he goes. He goes into places maybe you and I wouldn't even think of going, and working directly with the people. Could be in Guatemala or any those countries, and sitting down and working and talking directly with the people of the country to see how they live, how everything works there, and just to really immerse himself in the cultures of where he travels. And just a little message now from Robert.
Hey, Derek, this is Robert from Raw Travel, from your neighbors down south in the United States. I live in New York City, but I'm at home on the farm where I grew up in Tennessee. It's so nice to be able to travel again. I got my vaccinations, and I'm so looking forward to travel returning back to normal. But in the meantime, I wanted to say congratulations on 1 year anniversary for helping to keep everybody informed, keeping people like me addicted to travel, keeping us sane, man, just talking about travel and encouraging each other until we get through this. We're not back to normal yet, but hopefully we will be soon. In the meantime, thanks again for what you do. And let's remember to keep encouraging and helping each other out until we get back to normal. Fingers crossed, we'll all be traveling soon. Thanks again, Derek, and congratulations.
Well, thank you, Robert. Now, when it comes to the travel industry and being a travel agent, there's nothing more important than you, the client. And I've had the privilege of working with Kevin and Michelle Sullivan and Paul and Gail Hamilton here in St. John's. And I had the pleasure of having them agree to come on the show and talk about their experience as travelers. And just lovely show, lovely people. And I really appreciate both their support and having them as clients. So just a little message here from Michelle.
Hello, everybody. I am Michelle Sullivan, and on behalf of myself and my husband, Kevin, we would like to offer congratulations to Derek on a really exciting and entertaining opportunity for us to participate in his video series over the past year. Fabulous experience, Derek, and we certainly enjoyed all of our opportunities to travel with you in Europe over the last few years, and certainly looking forward to getting back to another opportunity to plan a wonderful vacation with you. So best of luck and congratulations once again.
Well, thank you, Michelle. It's been fabulous being able to travel with you and your group of people. One of the highlights that we did was a couple of years ago, after doing the Beaumont Hamel trip. I was able to go over with Kevin and Michelle and Gail and Paul and another couple, and actually do the Trail of the Caribou in a small group, and do a number of other sites on top of that. So it was absolutely fabulous. Here we have another tour group who primarily looks after Ireland and the UK and Scotland. And again, just a phenomenal program. If you want to have it guided, or if you want to do a self drive type of tour, they have some wonderful packages. And Liz, as their director of sales here in Canada, I know can provide all kinds of additional information for anyone who wants to look and try that particular product and service. Again, river cruising. Had the pleasure of having Tracy Daniels on with Emerald Cruise. Tracy also works for Scenic. They're partner companies. And what can I say about river cruising that I hadn't already said? It's just a wonderful experience. And Emerald and Scenic have just absolutely fabulous ships and itineraries. And here's just a short message from Tracy.
Tracy Daniels here from Scenic and Emerald Cruises, wishing a happy first anniversary to Derek's Travel Chats. Thanks, Derek, for keeping the travel dream alive, as I can't wait to travel to the many wonderful destinations around the world. Congratulations.
Thank you, Tracy. And we're still on Ireland and Brendan Vacations. And this young lady, Sarah, just a phenomenal young lady, and I just love her accent. Brendan Vacations, they're actually connected to Trafalgar. They're owned by the same parent company, And the gentleman, Ken, who you met earlier, also works alongside with Sarah to represent Brendan Vacations in Atlantic Canada. And here's just a short note, and you'll get to hear Sarah's wonderful accent.
Hello, it's Sarah from Brendan Vacations, and I just wanted to say a massive cohortus, which is congratulations in Irish Gaelic, to Derek for 1 year anniversary of Derek's Travel Chat. Thank you so much for having me on this year. We cannot wait to invite our wonderful guests back to our beautiful Emerald Isle. Thank you for everything.
Back to the Emerald Isle. Wonderful. Back to cruising and luxury cruising. Region 7 Seas Cruises. Again, smaller, mid-sized ships. And it's all about luxury. It's all about having everything taken care of before you leave. It's about going on board a ship and your basic drinks are included, your food, everything is, you don't have to worry about taking out your credit card or your card and paying to get off the ship. Everything is all inclusive, for the most part, all inclusive, your excursions and so on. Great product, wonderful representative in Beverly, and they do just some phenomenal itineraries, and including a world cruise of 104 days, I think it is. So if a world cruise is in your on your bucket list, I can tell you that their world cruise, Beverly did say to me that their world cruise for 2022 and 2023 is basically sold out. So they're looking at world cruises for 2024 right now. But if it's something that interests you, please give me a call and let me know, and we can get you connected. And here's a short message from Beverly.
Well, hello, everybody. This is Beverly Vickers, Director of Sales and Marketing with Regent 7 Seas Cruises here in Canada. Today, I'd like to shout out to Derek Windsor, who is celebrating his 1 year anniversary for his Travel Chat series. That's quite an accomplishment. He's forged on through despite the challenges of the year, always trying to keep his clients on the top of any information that's out there and also keeping them dreaming about travel. And for that, we truly appreciate you. So I say hats off to you, Derek. You're the captain. Thank you. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, Beverly. Back with guided vacations and specialty tours, custom travel. Had an opportunity to talk with Samantha Cowan of Connection Custom Travel, and they are a group very similar to other guided vacations, and do specialty such as the battlefield tours and so on, and other tours around Europe and North America and South America. So if you have a specialty type group, and if you have a group of people and you want to all work together, we can work with Samantha to make your very custom travel tour work for you. Again, part of the Travel Corporation, same as Trafalgar and Brendan Tours, Insight Vacations. Guided vacations, very exclusive luxury, just kind of on a different level. Less people on the coach, wider seats, and so on. And Megan provided a great information session that you can, again, pick up on my YouTube channel. Just recently, we talked about Thailand, and amazing Thailand. And it's a part of the world I haven't been to yet, but hopefully one of these days, when we all get back to travel, there might be an opportunity to go there. Some wonderful people, and Kayla provided a great presentation. Again, you can view on my YouTube channel or on my webpage, which I'll put up shortly. Africa. Here's a young man, founded his own, did his education in travel and tourism, founded his own company, and now he does wild touch tours. And so he does safaris in Kenya and other surrounding countries. Again, very enthusiastic. And if you watch the video, you can see some just outstanding itineraries and some phenomenal scenery in Africa. And last but not least, our last guest a couple of weeks ago was Carl Walsh of Visit Britain. And now many people have been to the UK, and I love visiting London, and I've been to Scotland and so on. Hopefully I can get to other parts of the UK sometime soon as well, and see some of the just phenomenal history of the UK and or Britain. Because it wasn't until this show that I didn't realize that Great Britain takes in Scotland, Wales, and England, where the UK takes in those three along with Northern Ireland. So I didn't realize that there was a distinction there. So there we go. That's sort of a recap of 1 year. I'm very appreciative of everything, everyone who has been on the show. It's been a fantastic year. I have learned a lot myself with regard to technology and using it. But most of all, I've learned a lot about the different things and places and destinations that we will be able to travel sometime soon. And hopefully, I know with the announcement of opening the Newfoundland borders on July 1st, and hopefully at some point the international borders and the numbers of people vaccinated will be high enough that we can open those borders and be able to travel without quarantines on both ends. But it's so important that you get out and get your vaccination. We don't know what's going to happen with regard to, a vaccine passport. But whatever it is, I mean, it will, overall, I know it will help everybody feel more comfortable when people are traveling. So, if you are going to travel, just, have those documents with you. There's no just an extra piece of paper to carry with your passport, because you have to carry that. So I encourage you to take that with you. And also, we haven't seen any, but I'm sure there may be, some things with regard to travel insurance that, having been vaccinated or not vaccinated, that would have some implications on any policies that you would to do. But again, thank you to everybody who had been part of the program this past year. We still have some coming up next week. Anyone who wants to know about the Rocky Mountaineer program in Western Canada. If you've heard of Richard Branson and Virgin, we have Virgin Voyages coming up. And I will say at this time, I apologize to Sandra of Malaysia Tours. Last week, somebody hacked into my Facebook. Facebook shut me down. It took a bit of time to get it back up, having to prove that I was old enough to be on Facebook. And so unfortunately, we had to cancel last week's program. And I will be having Sandra on hopefully before the end of June. Over the summer, we'll probably be taking a little bit of a break. So you can go out and enjoy your travels either around Canada or around Newfoundland and Labrador. Please continue to support the small businesses wherever you travel. It's the small business that will continue to help us recover from this pandemic. And it's your support of small business, whether it's a company like mine as a travel agent, or if it's a restaurant, it's your support that will continue to help keep this economy growing in our province and in our country. Because we all know it will take some time to get over the last 14 plus months. So thank you very much. I truly, truly appreciate all of the support this past year and the hundreds of viewers, thousands of viewers over all the different platforms. And so enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be kind to one another. Take care.